The details are explained that when Lord Jagannatha took birth in Sri Guṇḍicā temple in Skanda Purana, the details are explained that when and how Lord Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Maharani manifested in Guṇḍicā temple. So that is in Swayambhuva Manvantara. Brahmaji has two lifespan. If you divide the lifespan of Brahmaji, that is into two. One is first 50 year called Prathama Parartha. Then second 50 year called Ditiya Parartha. In the first 50 year, Lord always present in Nilachala Dham as Nilamadhava, who is Krishna himself, the avatari Krishna is Lord Nilamadhava. He is not avatar, he is avatari. Swayam Krishna. Ete chamsa kala Krishna. Kala pumsa. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Swayam Krishna. Golaka Adhipati. Premamaya Madhurjamaya Purna. 64 kala. 64 qualities. That same Krishna in Nilamadhava Rupa resides in Sri Kshetra Puridham called Nilachala mountain, Nilachala Parvat, as Nilamadhava. 50 year, entire 50 year. See, in one of the Dwapara Juga, in first Prarartha, so I am specifically mentioning the Juga and all this so that your doubt will be very clear. In one of the Dwapara Juga, in first Prarartha, we are now in second Prarartha, right? That the Krishna in Dwarka was always remembering the loving relationship with Brajagopis, Nandamata, Jasodamata, Brajadham, even Nanda Gopa Brajakosa, even the plants, trees, and grass of Vrindavan Dham, how they are dedicated, how they are loving Krishna, and how they are surviving just because of his own promise that he will come back at least once before concluding his pastimes. The devotees of Brajavasis, they are not taking annapana, tava bhaktira durvala jivana. They are all surviving without food, without water, because they are not able to consume food in viraha, in the absence of the physical presence of Krishna. So such is the state, and the reciprocation is happening to Supreme Lord. Je jatha mam prapadyante stam tathaiva bhajamyaham. So the reciprocation happens, and in Dwarka Dham, though Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambrama Sevyamana, the Vaikuntha Aishwarya Leela is manifested there. There are 16,108 queens are serving with reverence. And all are Lakshmi, there is no lack of any opulence to serve Dwarkadhish Krishna. Yet Krishna is mourning in the night, dreaming about the gopis, sometimes even falling from the bed, while calling out the names of Nanda, Jasoda, Gopa, gopis. Why all these are happening? Are we lacking in the process of service to Supreme Personality of Godhead? Is there anything lacking? That is the question in the mind of all these queens of Dwarka. So then they all inquired, who knows the deep secrets of Lord Krishna is Balaram. But they cannot ask Balaram. So they inquired. The other devotee who knows everything in detail is Rohini Mata. So they all inquired Rohini Mata in Sudharma hall. So everyone interested, nobody is willing to guide or nobody willing to guard the gate. So they all requested Mother Subhadra, who is the sister, can out of loving affection stop Krishna and Balaram, because if they comes, then it will not be further possible to narrate the details. So Rohini Mata requested somebody must guard Krishna and Balaram not to enter the Sudharma hall. Subhadra Maharani was guiding. Hare Krishna. No, in the initially only we told today will be only Rathayatra Katha. Bhagavad Sloka will be covered later. No. Sloka will be covered Roshan Prabhu. Or at the end, at the end I can read. Single sloka, right? Yeah, so at the end I will cover that. So here I was, that Sudharma hall, right? In Sudharma hall, Subhadra Maharani is guarding the uh, hall so that Krishna Balaram should not enter. But while the narrations of this divine pastimes of Lord Jagannath, Krishna, first Rohini Mata explained the glory of the holy Dham, Brajadham, the Jamuna river in Brajadham, compared with the Uttala Tarangaraji of this Dwarka ocean, the Sumadhura, the most delicious water, the Susitala, the chilled breeze of Jamuna, and the pastimes played there are much, have a bigger difference how it is performed with Aishwarya in the bank of ocean and bank of Yamuna were compared. While hearing the glory of Brajadham, all the queens are filled with tears, and the time when Krishna come to know that the glory of his dham is being described. So Naham Tishtami Vaikunthe Jatra Gayanti Madhbhakta Joginam Hrudayasya Piva. He always present when his glories, his glories of his bhakta, his dham are narrated. He never stay anywhere else. He immediately reach at that place. So Krishna Balaram reached at that place. And Subhadra Maharani extended both the hand to stop Krishna and Balaram. Both stand left side, right side, like that. So the narration goes on, when Dham's glory is heard by Lord Jagannatha, Mahabhavara Swarupa, Ishwara Sambhava. Ishwara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only can manifest the Mahava form, the non-different form of Krishna, Balaram, and his Shakti, Yogamaya Shakti, Devi Subhadra, and the Brahma Swarupa, Sudarsana, all are can manifest Mahabhava Rupa. So Chaturdha Murti here, discussion is special for three Murti. Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra manifested the Mahabhava from that started manifestations. Then gradually when the narrations goes further to the glory of the devotion of Vraja, then the glory of the devotees of Vraja, then the glories of the Bhakti Rasa Sima, Dhamera Mahima Bhaktira Mahima, Bhaktara Mahima, Bhakti Rasa Sima. That is the fourth stage. The fourth stage fully manifested the Jagannath form, which is Kurma Akruti, the contractions of the hand, leg, and the expansion of the eyes, the head portions, all these. The form is the today's form which we see in Jagannath temple is Lord Jagannath, Lord Baladev, and Lord Subhadra Maharani. So that is how the form manifested, and Narada Muni could reach to see this form and pray Lord Jagannath, the most merciful Mahabhava Swarupa, who bestows the blessings without seeing any sinful activities, anarthas, without considering the anartha, who bestows the mercy, who liberates the living entities from this material plane, should be most blissful to the material Brahmanda. Let you always present in this Brahmanda so that people can see your Mahabhava Swarupa. In Srikshetra Puridham, Lord granted the boon to Narada. He said that in first Prarardha I am already as Nilamadhava, so I will be in Nilamadhava Rupa. But in second Prarardha, I will be remaining in this form as Daru Vigraha in Nilachal Dham. So from second Prarardha, this pastimes happens that Indradumna Maharaj was searching the divine form of Lord Vishnu, whose merits of darshan will be as good as seeing Swatah Darshana or Divya Drushti, like Arjuna seen Vishwarupa, Divya Drushti, direct vision. And Charma Chakyu Darshana, Charma Chakyu means seeing with this material eye. So there are various vision. One is Divya Drushti, like Lord granted you Divya Drushti. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena, with pure devotion you can see Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Charma Chakyu Darsana, seeing with this present material eyes, is called Charma Chakyu Darsana. So Indraduna Maharaj wanted to see Lord, not only he himself, but also all of his citizens, to see Supreme Personality of Godhead in direct Charma Chakyu Darsana, so that all will be able to liberate themselves to the Vaikuntha planets. So there was a call by the palace to all the possible saints to find out such place where Lord Vishnu himself performed the pastimes, and no one could find. Finally, a matted hair saint appeared directly in front of the assembly of Indradana Maharaj and explained the place Purushottama Kshetra where Nilamadhava resides, where how he who was unaware of any knowledge, how he got all this Ashtavidya and how he got the first class devotion. He explained that and explained the glory of Purushottam Dham, and all of a sudden he disappeared from the palace, so that everybody could believe that he who is narrating this glory is the great saint, and he is truthful. So then Indradumna Maharaj sent everybody, all the priests, to search here and there, and the priest named who is the brother of the minister, what is his name? Vidyapati. So Vidyapati traveled to this dham. Vidyapati is a first class devotee. So as soon as he entered to the dham after crossing the Mahanadi river, he could see that all the residents here are four-armed. Means those who are residing in this holy dham are already liberated, but can be visible to pure devotion, pure devotee. Others cannot see that. So in this holy dham, all the devotees who are residing here are already liberated, and they are having four armored forms. So that could be seen to Vidyapati. Later on, he entered the Savarapalli, where Lord was worshipping, the Savarapalli in the near the Nilachala mountain. So there, the story can be a little bigger. I will make it shorter. That uh, by the arrangement that of Lord, when Vidyapati explained that he is destined to search Lord Nilamadhava, and Vishwavasu also knows that if this uh, place is going to be changed shortly, that Nilamadhava will manifest as Lord Jagannatha. Many Muni Rishis have narrated this story before, and it has approached. Now that Vidyapati had taken the vow that he will not take any food, water without getting the darshan of Lord Nilamadhava. So Bisavasu had no choice, but he thought that if I do not allow Vidyapati to see Nilamadhava, then that will be a Vaishnava offense. He is my guest. If I do not allow to fulfill his desire, if we will not take any food, it will be an Vaishnava offense. And in that Vaishnava offense, my all the merits will go down. Jagannath will anyway disappear. And it is already destined. So the destiny cannot be changed. If I show him, as per the predictions, as soon as this Brahmana see Lord Jagannath, Lord Nilamadhava will disappear. So destiny cannot be changed. So destiny will follow its own way. So I must obey this and show him. That is how explained in Skanda Purana. Lalita stories are mentioned in other local stories, might be in other scriptures, but that is there. So I am just presenting what is mentioned in Skanda Purana in a glimpse. Then Lord Jagannath, Lord Nilamadhava, when seen by Vidyapati, disappeared immediately after Lord, like Vidyapati and Vishwavasu left that place in the evening. A big storm of sand covered all the places, and Lord Nilamadhava disappeared from there. So every day, these demigods were visiting this place to offer their homages, the flowers like Parijata Pushpa and many divine foodstuffs from the Swargaloka, which were also carried by Vishwavasu and offered to Vidyapati. So then, when Lord disappeared, the demigods prayed Lord Jagannath, Lord Nilamadhava. Lord Nilamadhava gave a voice from the sky that he will not appear again there, but he will reappear as Daru Vigraha Jagannath. If you want to know more detail, you should go to approach Lord Brahma to get further detail. Because these demigods promise that we'll all become sannyasis, mendicant, will give up our duties of the regular like Dasadigapala, demigods, Indra, Chandra, Varuna. They have the specific duties for the maintenance of the Brahmanda. So Lord told you can get more details from Brahmaji. So they all did meditations, and with the power of meditations they entered Satyaloka and were waiting to see Lord Brahma, who was in a prayer. In the meantime, Indradumna was informed, and he came to perform the sacrifice, Aswamedha Yajna, to invoke Lord Jagannath as per the guidance of Narada Muni, who was sent by Brahmaji. So this Guṇḍicā temple, near to that, there is a big Indradumna pond. This pond was formed by the innumerable cows who were donated to the Brahmanas in the process of a yajna, and with the cow urine and their hoofprints digging, this Indradumna pond has become. So near to that, in the yajna, so the Nrsimha Murti is to be established, because without Nrsimha Murti's protections, the Vighna Vinasana, this yajna will never happen. So Brahmaji himself brought Nrsimhadev from Swargaloka. Swayam Sthapita Vigraha, and you will see here Lakshmi Nrsimha, not Prahlada Nrsimha. Prahlada Nrsimha in other places, but Adi Nrsimha is here, Lakshmi Nrsimha, who is brought by Brahmaji himself. And after establishment of Nrsimha Dev, the sacrifice performed there. And after the sacrifice, Lord gave the dream to Indradumna Maharaj that he see in the dream that the armpit, the hair from the armpit of Lord Vishnu from Kshetra is falling in the ocean in the four wooden forms of Daru Vigraha in Chakratirtha Road. At this present time, you can visit Chakratirtha Road. That place, the Daru Vigraha is. So all the devotees, including Indradumna Maharaj and Narada Muni, they brought that to Guṇḍicā Mandir, which is called Jagyavedi or Mahavedi. So there nobody could touch this wooden form. So Vishwakarma himself manifested as a elderly carpenter who could manifest this form of Lord Jagannatha, Baladeva and Subhadra. Skanda Purana explained that this is the as per the plan that the same manifestation was done. It is not that 21 days, 15 days story, all these are not mentioned in Skanda Purana. So as to be manifested, same divine form manifested by Vishwakarma. So this is called Jagya Vedi. So from this Jagya Vedi, Lord explained that when Indradumna Maharaj entered Brahmaloka to invite Brahmaji to establish the temple in Sri Mandira, which is 3 kilometers from Guṇḍicā Mandira, the main temple where every day people visit to get darshan of Lord Jagannath. So that during the process, the Dwarapala didn't allow any demigod, so also didn't allow Indradumna. However, he was accompanied by Narada Muni. So Dwarapala allowed Narada Muni to meet Brahmaji. By the time Brahmaji's prayer finished, he spoke with Narada Muni, and during the time, 71 Chaturjuga, one Manvantara passed. From Swayambhuva Manvantara, Ditya Satyajuga, Prathama Satyajuga to Swarachisa Manvantara, Ditya Satyajuga passed. So then in Swarachisa Manvantara, Brahmaji could come. So in that Swarachisa Manvantara, only the establishment of Sri Mandira happened, and while the establishment of Lord Vigraha in Sri Mandira, then Brahmaji prayed Sri Jagannath, and Jagannath himself spoke to Indradumna Maharaj. It's called Pratima Uvacha. It is in Skanda Purana, chapter 29, sloka 10. So there, Lord Jagannatha promised that I will always reside, even though place changes, nobody is available, even pralaya happens, whatever happens, this entire 50 year of Brahmaji, I will be here. So I will never give up this place. Prasada bhange tat sthanam na tekshami kadachana anena daruva pushya tasyam atra paradhakam. Paradhakam means all the 50 years of Brahma, I will be staying here. This is in Skanda Purana Purushottama Kshetra-Mahatmya, 29 chapter, sloka number 14. There, Lord himself explains that Ditiyam Padma Jonestu Jabat Parisamapyate Mano Swayam Bhuvasya Saditiya Chaturjuge Krutasya Prathama Jashte Gismaksharitu Sangsito Jeshtam Maha Anchavati Nastat Punyam Janvasharam. So, in this Swayambhuva Manvantara, Satyajuga, Ditya Chaturjuga. Manvantara means after the pass of Swayambhuva Manvantara. In Swarachisa Manvantara, Ditya Chaturjuga. First, Ditya Chaturjuga, the Satya Yuga, which in the Ditya Chatur Yuga of Swarachushamanantara in Jyeshtha Masa. Jyeshtha Masa will specifically come in the June month. Grishma Ritu, the summer. Jyeshtha Purnima. Purnima is the full moon day. Lord manifested there. So Lord himself is telling that I manifested, and this is the most auspicious birth ceremony of myself. So you must observe that Maha Samaroha Snana, called Maha Snana, Snana Purnima on this day. Tasyamya snapanam kurjan mahasnanam vidhanatah pratyarchaya maharaja sadhivasam samruddhimat. This is sloka number 17 of 29th chapter. So then Lord explains that Papam vinasayishyami koti janma bhirarjitam sarvatirtha kratu phalam sarvadana phalam tatha pasyatancha virajendra phalam tabad prapadyate negrodhaduttare kupha sarvatirthamaya sthiti. So Lord explains that who is ever fortunate to observe this snana and who takes this snana jala and who see this snana yatra, they all get the merits of Tirtha Jatra of all the planets in this Brahmanda, Swarga, Martya, Patala, wherever, whatever the best places of the Tirtha, they will get that merits. So like this, who perform the Snana Purnima, and after the 15 days, Pancha Divasa, Tataha Panchadasaha Snapayitya tu Mam Rupa Virupam Ba Napasyetu Kadachana. So there are many stories that Lord get fever all this, but Skanda Purana do not explain that. Skanda Purana says that after the snana, Mahasnana, the Angaragas are wiped out, and so the Lord should not be seen without Angaraga. So 15 days is advisable to not see Lord Jagannath. That's why 15 days are restricted. So then after that, after these 15 days, that one should do Rathayatra. एते काढ़ा प्रशस्ता ही गुंडीचाख्या महोत्सवे विशेषोन्मोक्ष दा आषाढ़ द्वितीय पुष्य संजुता रक्षा भाव तिथो कार्य रथयात्रा at this specific period. So then in 33th chapter Lord explains how the chariot should be made. I will not go to that. We'll just explain how the Rathayatra should be performed as explained in Skanda Purana from sloka number 35 of 33 chapter. Asadasya Sita Paksha Ditya Pusya Sanjuta Aruna Devalaya Tasya Devam Prabhujyat. So in the very morning of after the sunrise, one should worship Lord Jagannath and pray them that with Archana be ready for the Rathayatra. One should pray this 3 sloka to invite Lord Jagannath to the chariot. This sloka I am reciting so that everyone can remember. These 3 slokas are essential to invite Lord Jagannath to chariot. Indra dimnam khiti bhujam jatha gyasi pura vibho Vijayashwarathenatha Guṇḍicā mandapam prati. O my Lord, you have blessed Indradumna, and as per your order to Indradumna Maharaj, I am following the same. All glories to you. Please come to this chariot and set your travel to Sri Guṇḍicā Mandir. Taba panga bilokena prapunantu disodasa nisreya sapadam jantu stavarani charani. By seeing your divine form, all the 10 directions will be purified, and all the devotees, all the living entities will get the topmost merits and get liberation just by seeing you. Avataraha krutohyasa lokanugraha kamya tadehi bhagavan pritya charanam nesya bhutale. O Supreme Lord, being most merciful to all these devotees, your children's, you being most munificent Krupa Avatar Murti, manifest your form, the chariot, by seeing whom all these peoples will be blessed with your loving devotional service. This is the prayer. Then one should recite Sakuna Sukta, which is mentioned in Rig Veda. Will not go there. So with this, one can offer various flowers, karpura to Lord Jagannath, and one should glorify Lord Jagannath with various mantras like Jai Jagannath and Stava Stuti, whoever knows whatever. With this, devotees should proceed to take Lord Jagannath to the chariot, and everywhere all the devotees should assemble to pull the chariot. So before pulling, the process is called Pahandi Vijay, to bring the Lord to the chariot. All the devotees with the feeling of equality, no difference between the devotees, like he is big, he is small, he is poor, he is rich. All these feelings should not be there. King, Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra, all should be in one feeling, participate in Rathayatra to call the Supreme Personality of Godhead to the chariot. And there should be various divine sounds like Benu, Veena, uh, Charchari, Jharjari, Madhurika. There are many such instruments are there, should be played, and there should be divine Sankirtan, Mridanga, Kartala, Sankhanada. All this should be counsel being blown, and the whole environment should be with the divine sounds, and whole environment should be filled with fragrance of chandana, aguru, and various scented flowers and saints that should be spread across. It is explained in Skanda Purana, golden pots. Anyway, we should at least spray the fragrance to keep the environment very that are required to do the pahandi with the like king. When king goes, followed by the flags, the specific umbrellas made of chandua. So like this, appliques should be decorated well. So all these devotees should bring Lord, and sometimes while carrying Lord Jagannath Baldev, devotee may get tired. So there is the arrangement that some cotton pillows should be arranged so that Lord can be rested in between. And as long as devotees are fully energetic, should carry Lord Jagannath. In the tired position, one should not carry, because if Lord falls, then there is big offense, and that create harms to the state, to the society, like that is mentioned. So one should be very careful while carrying Lord, so that Lord do not fall. So this way, when Lord enter into the chariot, there should be many divine songs, stava, stuti, pranama, and one should decorate and offer lots of various flowers, appliques called chandwa, and devotees all around should all these kind of fans should be applied. Sometimes this aguru chandana, kulabjala, this divine scented water should be spread. So that is how it is recommended in the sloka number 49 to 51, that Lord should be placed in the chariot. Then with various vastra alankara, malya means garland, vastra various clothes, various ornaments should be offered to Lord. And there is no other ceremony is ever greater than this Rathayatra ceremony, whoever participates should put his best effort in pleasing